Hello, fellow singer. I'm Mimi, a vocal coach helping shy singers to improve their singing and confidence with their voice. In this video, I will share what will help you to sing better and perhaps realize what may be standing in the way of your voice coming out as you would like it to. Singing is a muscular activity and a skill that you can improve and learn by practicing consistently. So if you are worried that you are a bad singer, maybe you've gotten awful feedback on your voice or just feel like you're not good enough, I want to set your mind at ease and tell that this is not true. Everyone can learn and improve their voice by practicing consistently the right things for your voice. The problem is that there are so many different exercises and videos and guidance out there, so it can feel overwhelming to know what to do. Maybe you've already started your vocal journey and practicing, but you just feel a little bit stuck with your singing. So whether you are someone who is feeling a little bit overwhelmed to start from scratch or someone who just feels a little bit stuck on how to improve their voice for singing, I will help you out. When you want to sing better and improve your voice, it is essential to understand where you are with your voice right now. What is your starting point? What you struggle with? What you find a little bit uncomfortable? Or what you find easy and effortless? What do you like about your voice? This is what analyzing your own voice sounds like. Analyzing your own voice will guide you towards the correct exercises and help you to keep track of your progress. It will help you to step outside of your comfort zone to find where you can grow and learn instead of just repeating the same things exactly the same way over and over again. In this video, I've gathered 7 things as an overview for you to pay attention to and analyze in your singing to understand what you need to practice. Try to find kindness and curiosity when analyzing your voice. Your voice is precious, and this is just the process of getting to know your own voice a little bit better. Okay, let's get to work. Have a song ready to sing so that you can actually try and feel what goes on when we go through each of these sections. I'll cover all of these topics in more detail in my future videos, so don't forget to subscribe my channel Sing with Mimi. We need different levels of effort in order to sing. We are not looking to be completely relaxed, as there need to be some kind of muscle activity happening. However, sometimes this effort gets too high and you may be doing way too much to get the sound out comfortably. One of the most common things I've seen in my students, and I've struggled with this myself as well, is to push too much air out when singing. If you push too much air out in singing, your vocal folds will have to work so much harder to close in the vibration, and what so easily happens is you will start to constrict, your voice might break, your voice gets tired after singing, or your voice gets too breathy. I used to float. If your effort levels are too low, then the sound may be a little bit unstable, weak and shaky. I used to float, now I just fall down. Sing your song now and write down your observations on how much you feel like you're using effort to get the sound out. You also need to pay attention to the effort levels in your vocal tract and in the settings that you are using. Perhaps you can also monitor if there's any other tension building up in your body when you start singing. So could you perhaps lower your effort levels, or do you feel like you are holding back? Do you feel comfortable when you are singing? Breathiness is not a bad thing necessarily, But if you don't know how to produce a non-breathy sound, it will be limiting your sound options and dynamics in your voice. Breathy voice can sound beautiful and emotional and soft in its own way, but it is important to observe and understand when it is really serving you in your expression and when it may be getting in the way of your voice and making your singing feel a little bit uncomfortable. What happens in a breathy sound is that your vocal folds are not closing properly in the vibration, so more air is escaping. This works well when you are looking for softer and quieter and lighter sound. Observe. Do you run out of breath easily when you sing? Does your voice get tired after singing? Are you finding it difficult to increase volume? Do you feel scratchiness in your voice when you sing high notes? I won't let you. I won't let you. These are issues that you may want to work on by working on your vocal fold closure. Great exercises for this are SOVT exercises, as well as learning AES narrowing, also called twang. Also remember that practicing vocal fold closure and non-breathy sound won't take away your ability to add breathiness in your voice when appropriate. The key is to understand how your voice works so that you can use the breathy sound in a way that feels comfortable and doesn't tire your voice. Nasality in your voice means that some of the air and the sound comes out through your nose. I won't let you. Nasality, again, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is important to observe whether the sound is serving you. Nasal sound won't always sound like a nasal sound. It can also just dampen the sound a little bit and make it less bright and open. Also, sometimes a nasal sounding voice isn't necessarily nasal, it might just have a little bit more twanginess in the sound. If you notice nasality in your voice, learn to lift your velum, also called the soft palates, and then your voice will become oral. Now sing your song and land on a vowel, and then check by pinching your nose to see whether some of the air is escaping through your nose. If pinching your nose changes the sound in any way, you know that the sound is partially nasal. I used to float, now I just fall down. I'm taking a drive, I wasn't ideal. Pinching your nose is the best way to know for sure. It's sometimes difficult to tell otherwise. Note that we naturally produce nasal sounds when we sing consonants. So make sure that you land on a vowel, a, e, I, o, u, before checking the nasality. So don't pinch your nose all the way through. Just land on a vowel and stretch the vowel and then check. Singing should feel comfortable and free, but for some singers it may feel like it's hard work to get the sound out, like there is something in your throat getting in the way of the voice. I used to float. This may happen all the time when you sing, or especially in situations where you feel a little bit nervous. If you feel like your sound is a little bit pressured and the sound doesn't come out freely, it is important to learn about false vocal fold positions and practice to retract your false vocal folds when you sing. This will allow you to produce the sound without constriction and tension, and it will make singing feel more effortless. Note that we are still actively using certain muscles to retract the false vocal folds, but it doesn't feel tense, and the tension shouldn't spread to the other parts of your body. Now, when you sing your song, observe if there is any tension building up when you sing. How does it feel when you sing a little bit higher, or if you try to sing a little bit louder? What would happen if you would sing in front of someone? Great exercises for false vocal fold retraction would be singing and being really excited or like you are about to laugh. Always practice in your comfortable range first before moving higher. Diaphragm breathing isn't the only way to breathe when singing, but it does have its benefits. It will signal your body that you are safe and it will make you feel more comfortable and relaxed. It will make breathing very quick and efficient in between phrases, and it will allow you to take a comfortable amount of air in. Now that you sing your song, look yourself from the mirror to see what goes on in your body when you breathe in between the phrases. Where do you see and feel the movement? In diaphragm breathing, the belly moves outwards when you inhale, and you don't really have to pull the air in. Great exercise is to use hissing sound to push the air out and then relax abdominal muscles to let the air drop in. Feel the movement in the belly. If you feel stuck with your practice, although you kind of know what you need to practice, it is good to take an honest look at your practice schedule and ask yourself, am I practicing consistently over a longer period of time? Learning new skills takes time. There's no way of changing that. But we can make that process a little bit faster and more efficient by practicing consistently and just putting in the effort. Make sure you put this effort into the right things, knowing what you need and want to practice. Because if you keep practicing the same things over and over again and nothing changes, then you won't be able to grow and learn as a singer. It can feel tempting to sing the same familiar and comfortable songs over and over again, but we need to visit outside of the comfort zone and experience some awkwardness in order to improve. When you are learning to sing and improve your voice as a beginner, it is hard to stay consistent and so easy to give up after a few weeks. Try to set up goals so that you will practice 3 months consistently and then see where you're at. Hold on to your practice routine and trust the process even when it feels pointless, as this is the only way to see progress. And I'll tell you, it is worth it. To practice singer's mindset, great exercises include practicing self-compassion and awareness. The ability to stay present in the moment when you practice instead of getting lost in your thoughts will make your practice so much more efficient and fun. Singer shame often comes out when we practice things that are not easy and that doesn't sound pretty. Something a little bit unfamiliar. When you let go of wanting to sound a certain way immediately and accept your voice as a work in progress, you will find so much more joy in the process of learning, and you will be able to maintain your motivation over a longer period of time. Now sing your song and observe what type of thoughts come up. Are you excited and curious about your voice? Or do you feel like your inner critic has a very, very loud voice that makes you feel like you're not good enough? Well, there you go. Now you have an understanding on what you need to practice in order to sing better. I will create more specific videos on each of these topics to help you to practice and improve your voice. Let me know what you found out about your voice in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you back here soon. Bye now. Bye 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 bye.